Okay, one more climatic control that we have to discuss is uh, about the relief of a place. Now, as I told you, if you go to a high altitude, the temperature decreases and the pressure also becomes low. Now, if you go to a higher area, you will find differences in the temperature. A mountain also or a hill also act as a barrier for the wind, and also due to this rainfall occurs. How it is, I am going to show you. Okay, now you see here. I give some places here. Suppose this is the sea. Okay, when you go higher and higher in this altitude, the temperature will decrease, as we have already talked about. Now, it will act as a barrier for winds also. It is a disadvantage for these places. If the wind comes from this place, this is a sea suppose, and when it comes, they strike this part. This part is called windward. This is relief. Windward side of a mountain or a hill. So this windward side faces the wind coming from the seas or oceans. And when this wind strike here, they go higher and higher, and what happens? Whatever water vapor they are carrying along with it, they condenses and then they form cloud. And when they become cloud, then what will happen? I will show you with another colored chalk which I brought for you. Okay, this becomes dark. Clouds are formed, and then when the amount increases, they will fall down as rain in this part. This is called orographic rain or relief. We are talking about relief. So relief rain or orographic rain. Now what happens? Very less air that can go passing the mountain or the hill. And when this air goes to this part, these are all dry air, because most of the air which is having moisture, they have fallen down as rain in this part, and this part, windward side, receives heavy amount of rainfall. Now this part, which is a dry area, because the air whichever goes, very less air actually goes, so this is a dry area, air, very less amount of moisture is there. So even if rains also, a very few amount of rainfall is here, or no rainfall occurs. That is why this area, which is called the leeward side, of a mountain or hill. So this leeward side of a mountain or hill, they do not receive rain, and this area is called rain shadow area. what it is called? Rain shadow area. This area is called rain shadow area, as I will be bringing it to you nearby so that you can understand. This area is called rain shadow area. This area, which is the leeward side of a mountain. Okay, I'm running it, it's becoming very haphazard. This is the leeward side of a mountain. This is the rain shadow area. Because here is no rain, this part it rains, but this part it does not rain. A very few amount of rain falls here. That is why this part is called rain shadow area. Why I am discussing about it? Because when we will be discussing about monsoon, then we will be discussing about the Western Ghats. These Western Ghats mountain, okay, act as a barrier for the wind, and this side it rains, and this side is becoming a rain shadow area. That is why relief is very important. And another thing I want to show you about relief is that we have the Himalayan mountain range, isn't it? We have the Himalayan mountain range. So we know that these mountain ranges, these are the Himalayan mountain range. Okay, the wind which is coming from the north, they are cold wind. These Himalayan mountains, they do not allow this wind to come to the rest of India. That is why we do not feel so much of cold here in India. Otherwise, if the Himalayas would not have been there, then what would have happened? Cold air from the north, okay, Mongolia, Siberia, they would have come to India and make this part of India, very cold. Maybe we would have snowfall here in these parts, because there would not have been Mount Everest or these Himalayan mountain ranges. So we are having these mountain ranges which act as a barrier wall for the cold north air to enter India. So this is also a plus point, that it is not making India so cold. Otherwise, if Himalayan mountain ranges would not have been here, then what would have happened? Cold air from Siberia and Mongolia and all those parts, they would have come to India and make India very cold. So, this is what we have to discuss. I hope you have understood. Thank you, all of you.